As someone who only started playing Hive back in May of 2020, I had never heard of Ghost Invasion, which is the Halloween limited time mode on the Hive. What I found after playing it for a few hours is that it's probably one of the most fun game modes I've ever played on the Hive, and that's not a joke. It's really different from everything that I've played, and some new players may struggle with it. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys some tips and tricks on how to win Ghost Invasion. If you guys could help me out by subscribing and possibly sharing this video with your friends if you think they need help with Ghost Invasion, it would be much appreciated. Now, enjoy the video. So first, I might as well start off by explaining how Ghost Invasion works in case you haven't played it before. There are two teams, which are ghosts and humans. The ghosts are trying to explode on the humans to infect them and turn them into ghosts. If the ghosts infect all of the humans before the time runs out or they run out of respawns, the ghosts win. However, if the humans kill all of the ghosts and the ghosts have no respawns left, the humans win. Also, the humans can technically win based on time, but I've never seen that happen and I really don't expect that to ever happen. It's really just a battle to the death to see who can survive longer, the ghosts or the humans. Either way, let's go ahead and get into some of the tips and tricks on how you can win Ghost Invasion every single time. Now, I said that I really haven't seen that many games like Ghost Invasion before, but one game that it does sort of remind me of is Quake, or Quakecraft if you ever played that on Hypixel Java. Both of those games are incredibly based on how well you can aim, and it's not much of an exception for Ghost Invasion. As a human, you have a zapper and you're supposed to kill the ghosts by clicking on them, or tapping on them, or pulling the trigger on them, I guess, depending on what control scheme you use. However, I've actually found that clicking on the ghost isn't that effective. If they're moving in a direction that's not straight towards or away from you and they're moving side to side instead, try to lead your shot and aim a little bit ahead of where they're moving. This seems to secure the kill more consistently than just clicking on the ghost. I would expect that this has something to do with the invisible armor stand that the Hive uses to show the ghost instead of you. I think the armor stand just lags a little bit behind the position of where the player actually is, but you gotta click on where the player actually is, not where the armor stand is. Either way, as a human, you want to kill as many ghosts as possible without getting killed. Now, if you're playing the game normally, you'll die pretty frequently as a human just by not paying attention to where ghosts are, and you'll get snuck up on and exploded on. Also, if you don't have the best aim, playing human might be pretty difficult for you. This is why you want to minimize the amount of area you have to watch, both so you don't have to worry about getting snuck up on as much, and so you don't have to worry about turning as far to try and click on ghosts. To do this, try and find a corner of the map somewhere, or a place that ghosts can't get to as easily. Some really good places for this are the corner of the map on Graveyard and on some of the tree roots on Spooky Hollow. In the case of the corner on Graveyard, there's nowhere that you can't see that the ghosts can come from. And in the case of the Spooky Hollow tree roots, the ghosts have to come up to you. They can't explode under you. They've actually got to come up on the root, and there's really only one way for them to do that, and you can kill them easily because it's really open. There are some other spots, but I haven't really played around with them enough to know what other good ones are. If you know of any other really good spots, tell me about it in the comments or in my Discord server. It's linked on screen for you guys if you'd like to join. Now, sometimes when you're playing as a human, all of your other human friends have died and you're the last one left. In this situation, you're basically screwed. However, there still are some ways to clutch it up. What you want to try and do is keep your distance from all other ghosts. They can't infect you if they're not on top of you pretty much. Your best bet's probably just going to be running from the mob that's chasing you and spam clicking them down. You have unlimited ammo, so there's really no downside to spam clicking other than the fact that you won't be able to be as precise because of your recharge time. Other than that, I can really just say hope for the best and hope the ghosts are bad. Now, speaking of ghosts, let's talk about being a ghost and how you can win. Now, if you've played in any public lobbies, you've noticed that ghosts win like 99% of the time. In my experience, I didn't even see the humans win until I actually played with a friend who knew what he was doing. Even after playing about 20 games with him, we only saw the humans win twice. And if you're playing as a ghost, it should be really easy for you to win. You basically just gotta do all the things that I told the humans to avoid, which are sneaking up on people and making sure that they can't hit you. If you come across a player that has good aim, the best way to take them out is probably taking them out without them even knowing about it. This means to try and catch them when they're not in one of the OP spots that I talked about earlier. If they are in one of those spots, your best bet's probably going to be to just rush them with a lot of other ghosts. They can shoot about once a second, which means that if there are 5 of you, they have to take 5 seconds to kill all of you, which means that at least one of you should be able to explode on them. You can also try strafing left and right to try and throw off their aim and make them miss some shots, but if the player's really good at aiming, chances are they'll probably just see right through that. Being a ghost is incredibly easy most of the time, but if you come in contact with a good player or good players, you and your ghost teammates might be dying a lot. So you will have to keep an eye on how many lives your team has, and sometimes play a lot slower because you can lose the game based on running out of lives. I've seen it happen, and initially I didn't realize why I didn't respawn until I saw that the ghost had no more lives. Basically, just keep an eye on it and play a little bit more conservatively when you see that your team doesn't have many lives left. So that about wraps it up for this tips and tricks video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do just want to say that the Hive should make this mode, or at least a mode like this, a permanent game mode. The aim-heavy aspect of this game mode is incredibly fun for someone like me who has decent aim and actually has a way to use it in Minecraft now. Some sort of game mode like Quakecraft would be even pretty cool. And even if you aren't that big of a fan of this game mode, I do really like the fact that the Hive is adding limited time game modes that spice up the game a little bit. We haven't had a different game mode since Skywars came out, which was like 6 months ago. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Hive, super fun game mode. And I'd like to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really love making these types of videos, and if you guys enjoy watching them, consider subscribing. It's free and helps keep you motivated to make more videos like these in the future. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.